Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. This video is going to be a recap of the Power Rangers game. We continued on from last game where we had just dealt with a pig beast and a chicken beast that were all linked to a feed that a farmer had gotten. We had just teleported back to Zordon, and we were talking with him and Alpha 5, and then another disturbance happens and we go there, and that's the farm where the farmer's from that we talked with in the first encounter with the pig. So we go there. We have a very entertaining description of I think it was like a refrigerator being thrown through the roof of the farmhouse. All the chaos begins. This frog comes out of the house, and the farmer's wife tells us that it ate the farmer and one of the hands. It eats the prized pig in front of us, and we go into action attacking it. Between two of us, when I made it up to it, I hit it and destroyed it instantly, which I was very surprised of because I wasn't trying to, or at least the weapon attack I was using, I wasn't trying to do more than 3 points of damage with it. Even though Power Rangers is a low point system, I ended up destroying it with just the 3 points. So we recover the feed that was there, any of the extra feed. We take a little bit to Alpha 5, we destroy the rest. Excuse me. And from there, that ends that adventure we were on. So we have our little bit of downtime. We level our characters. So we now have Zord. So we spent a good, I don't know, half an hour or so trying to figure out what we wanted on our Zord as our other ability. So, because we picked Combiner as our first one, and then I think the second one was like Megazord weapon. So we now have our two abilities there picked, and then all our individual Zords get a modifier based on our collar. So mine got increased ability, so the strength of my Zord's higher than the base form that everybody starts with. After that, we start the next thing that's going on. Time had passed. I had done 2 upgrades for my character that I had talked to the Game Master about more than a few weeks ago. I wanted to upgrade my armor to heavy armor since I'm proficient in heavy armor instead of the normal medium that I started the game with. And I wanted to describe it similar to that of the chest plate that's added for the Green Ranger that the Red Ranger later gets, or also that the White Ranger has. So that's the upgrade I got. And then I got my weapon, instead of being energy, is now fire, so there's a good descriptor to my attacks. It doesn't change the damage to my big sword, it just changes more or less the flavor. From there, the next event happens while we're all doing normal downtime stuff, normal activities of going to school and whatever else our characters would be into. And apparently it's happening on a Saturday, so I was at like a martial arts tournament or a martial arts event where we were participating, sparring and stuff. And my character barely notices tingling effect that everybody else notices easier than me. But I do notice that one of the people that's around here disappears. So we all get called back to Zordon, and they tell us what the incident's going on. And apparently the teleporter that they're going to be using for us, that they have used for us, can only take us to the location or to the base, so we can't jump around as easily as we want. He gives us a device, Alpha 5 gives us a device that allow us to scan the area to find out where these people that are disappearing are going. At least that's my understanding of it. The only person in the party that can use the device is our Orange Ranger. In past video, I said Yellow Ranger. He presents himself as Orange. So he has he's the only person with the tech skill that can use it. So we give him the device. I go to one of the locations with him first. Somebody else goes to the juice bar. I went to like the cliffside. He went to the juice bar. And the last person went to where the Red Ranger's apartment was. And then there's 2 more locations that we need to go to. So with that, we're at me and the Orange Ranger are at the cliffside. We see somebody that's like 30 feet down the cliff on a ledge with a broken leg, and a couple of backpacks on that ledge that are not hers. So I attempt to descend down there to get to her and have a very funny slapstick comedy descent where I just keep falling from one ledge to another. I get down there. I'm not able to really help her with her leg, but I get the backpacks, get secured, and after a failed attempt to get started up the cliffside, I take my time and find me a path with handholds and footholds, and then I go up. And at that point, I actually succeed on my roll and bringing her up, get all the way up to the top. From there, we set her leg using a story point to have what we need for a splint. And then from that point, I help her get down the cliffside or the mountain on the actual trail instead of the climbing side that everybody was enjoying. The 2 people that disappeared here was the Pink Ranger and the Green Ranger from season 1 Power Rangers. The Orange Ranger scans their backpack and scans the area, and the scanner gains a little bit of information. I think there's like a loading bar on it, and it's set about 10%. So he teleports away after I get her out of view, back to the base, and then he teleports to the juice bar. Meanwhile, the guy that's at the juice bar is all blacked out. Just lights are off. The back door is open. So he goes out the back door. He talks with the students that are out front, asking them questions. One of the students is asking about the yogurt that's like 20 minutes old and not melting, the frozen yogurt. As far as he could tell, there's nothing wrong with it. He goes back in. He does some more investigating. He found a moped or dirt bike or motorcycle outside with a license plate. And inside, after looking around, he finds that a breaker's been tripped and that the yogurt machine is still producing yogurt, but all the fruit is spoiled. The yogurt's not. Very strange. The Orange Ranger appears at this point. They turn the lights on. He scans the yogurt machine and the area and gains a little bit more on the meter. They find a guy hiding in the bathroom. It's one of the bullies. Other than making fun of how he's just hiding away, they don't really interact with him much. And then that's roughly where the game ended. The last player, one of the players that couldn't be present for most of the game because of circumstances of the house, she was at the juice bar with this guy. So she helped search around and everything. The last guy is going to the Red Ranger's apartment. And that's where we'll start next time we play. If I missed anything, put them in the comments below. Until we all game again, guys.